Hey, hi everyone. This is elyse-anne from the thriving Facebook group, The Spiritual Entrepreneurs, where we are hosting more than 17,000 members from around the world. And if you are not part of that community, I encourage you to join us. Alright, as you can hear, my voice is a little bit off. I just woke up one day and I sound like a man. I don't know. So a lot has been coming up for me lately. A lot of triggers, and I'm blaming it on the Aries moon, and my birthday seems to be, well, not seems to be, it's around the corner, which is tomorrow, and I just feel like there is a breakthrough coming on the way, and I can just feel the energy just coming up. So therefore today I want to talk about triggers because it's one of my favorite subjects, and it didn't used to be because I was such a trigger party. I was having a party with my triggers all the time, and you would push my button and I would just go, you know. So, and that's not very nice. So as I work more and more into, as I studied more and more about this subject, I realized that nobody can offend you, nobody can make you angry, nobody can trigger you unless you allow them to, and as a result you are giving your power away to them. So I know it's been such a long time, right? And then suddenly there's this deep topic that comes along, but I just thought it's necessary. So I mean, the truth be told, that nobody can make you angry, nobody can make you upset. The economy cannot control you unless you allow it to. So there is an element of being triggered by the external forces, and if you do, what it means is you have given your power away and you have allowed them to anger you and trigger you, and as a result you are hoping that they change, and you're hoping that they do something about it so that you don't get triggered and you stop having that feeling. That's not being responsible, right? So now that I know better, I do better, and whenever that I am triggered, of course I'm a human being, alright? I'm not a robot. I allow myself to emote, I allow myself to you know, and I allow myself to bitch and curse and but very quickly you need to snap yourself out of that situation, because law of attraction works with emotions as well. You know, you think one thought and it attracts another thought, and it just attracts and attracts, and you're in this creation energy all the time, whether you know it or not. So now I am grateful for all the triggers, because if you're not in the energy of gratitude, then you are in the energy of resentment, right? You're either being grateful or you're resentful. So you decide whether you want to be grateful or you want to be resentful, and we all know that the universe loves a grateful mind, and then more will be, I mean not that you'll be given more triggers to work on, but you'll be given more situations for growth. Okay, by the way, you like my nails? That's my birthday nails and my birthday color for the hair as well. So what's happening is life is happening to you. No, life is happening for you and not to you, whereas you are thinking life is happening to you and everything is against you, and then you become this trigger potty. Get it? So if there is no situation presented for you, then there is absolutely no growth for you as well. So be grateful for this situation, because if there is a breakdown, that means inside within yourself, or the universe is showing you that a breakthrough is around the corner and you need to overcome this and grow to become a different woman or a different person. So therefore you should be grateful when triggers happen, because they are showing you exactly what you need to work on. They are showing you exactly what you need to work on to go to the next level. So celebrate, alright? I mean, this is not the easiest period for me, because I'm going through triggers and triggers and triggers. Just like yesterday, there was this woman that triggered me so much that, oh my god, you have no idea. And I know that she's in my head right now because I've allowed her to, and I'm thinking, working through, like, why is she triggering me? If it's not about her, then it's about me. So what is it about? Go deep into the situation. And you know, let me tell you the truth. I mean, the truth is, because she bought this program for me and she wanted a refund, and I'm like, it's like she bought it on March the 28th and she's asking for a refund now. Of course you haven't done the thing. And she was like saying, oh, you know, it doesn't work for me, you're teaching blah 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 blah. And so I think to a certain extent I got annoyed because you didn't even go through the entire program, and then you're like saying it doesn't work. So I was hurt and angry, and I'm like, so that's my problem, right? And then she was like, 60 days is just, and I told her, refund will happen within 60 days. And I don't know, I mean, English is not my first subject, but definitely within 60 days doesn't mean you have to wait for 60 days. There are so many other conditions, right? I mean, I could refund you right now, but if the bank doesn't approve or whatever it is, it may take 60 days. So I'm just taking this thing, and it's just going on about 60 days. And you know what? I had had enough of this thing going on, and I'm thinking to myself, why do we have to suck it up to customers? Why do we have to pretend like, oh, I'm so sorry? I'm not sorry. To be honest, I'm not even sorry that she didn't go through the course. Just too bad for you, right? I wasn't sorry, so why did I go to like, you know what? I got my assistant to, write that, oh, I'm so sorry you didn't get the blah, 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 blah. And you know what? I was pissed. And I'm like, so 60 days is abnormally long based on whose standards? Like, who said in the industry that refund has to happen within the next 3 days or the next, I don't know, bazillion second, right? I mean, if you go through the refund policies, right, they say they refund you, but they never say how long it will take. They just say they will refund you, right? And 60 days, it's like standard procedure. I don't know about you, but you're safeguarding yourself, right? Like, it will happen within this date. It could happen within 12 months. I mean, I'm promising it to you a refund. So all these thoughts came up to me, and I'm like, you know what? I need to work this thing out. And I usually don't have a refund policy, but my team forgot to take that out. So good for you. You got that refund, but otherwise there's no refund, because I think this is being responsible, right? You don't buy a program thinking you want a refund. If you are not sure, then do your due diligence to go check, email the service provider and ask all the questions. And then, if it's not suitable, then don't buy it. Right? If you don't want refunds in your business, then don't freaking get refunds from other people, even though, nobody put a knife on your head and saying, go buy this program. Right? We all run a business. You don't go, it's like you go to a restaurant unless you find cockroach legs or hair in your food. And then you ask for a refund, or it's overcooked, or it's just simply like you can't eat it, then you ask for an exchange. Right? But you wouldn't, right? So people who ask for refunds in their business, I'm telling you, it's usually because, oh, I've got a financial crisis, and now suddenly I changed my mind. I'm just making use of the refund policy. Don't do that, So many things was brought up for me. I'm just being honest with you, that I'm like, oh man. So, and then recently I got triggered by my own industry. Why are people just like writing books? I'm like, for what? And then doing telesummits, and then I'm finding so bored. I'm bored in my own industry. I'm like, so I was being triggered. So, that triggered energy made me realize that I'm going to do something interesting. I don't want to just write a book or write a telesummit just because everyone else is doing it. And so you get triggers all the time for any reason. And if there is a reason why you're being triggered, I'm triggered because I'm bored. So the cure is I just need to go make my life more exciting, right? The trigger to this woman is like, I don't know, like I don't just want to deal with this. I think there's a lot of things, and reminds me what I can do more in my business to tighten the security, to not have this come to me and ends at my team. There's so many things, so I'm really grateful for this to happen. But in the situation, of course, you're angry, right? So today I want to remind us all that being triggered is actually a gift. If you look at it the other way, which means that the universe is just showing you exactly where you need to work on so that you can get to the next level. Because I know myself, and you need to know your life and how your pattern works. Whenever I want to jump to another level, these triggers would come up, and you're like, I thought I worked through it. I thought I'm done with it, right? But nope, there's always another level. All right, so enjoy the weekend. And if you're not part of my community, I encourage you to join, because I am doing this feature series called the Startup celebrity show. It's for you, for my members only, where I feature them and help them get the name out there, because when I was starting out, nobody knew me, but I knew that I needed to hang out with some influencers to get my name out there or get my credibility up as soon as possible. And now that I'm a self-declared influencer on Facebook, I want to help my members experience that as well. Just like, well, I heard, I think it's the truth, like Kim Kardashian tweeted Martin Keep, and so he was like this overnight success, and a Kim Kardashian tweeted helped me launch my business as well. So I want to pay it forward and do the same for you.